Hi, I'm back. So I was sitting here trying to think of what to talk about, and I was reading my Bible, and um, I have been working on trying to figure out some things, and um, with work and whatnot. And I came to this. So in Proverbs, starting in chapter 22, 30 sayings of the wise. And I came to saying number 8, and it's in Proverbs 23, verse 4 through 4 and 5. And I thought this was fitting because I've been going through, trying to figure out, okay, how do I, start something that'll earn a living, something that'll replace um, what I'm making now. And I think it's been um, a few months of just kind of going down rabbit holes, trying to figure out what's what and how to do things and all of that. And so I thought I'd read this because both, for number one, I need it. Sorry about the glare in my glasses. I needed to hear this. So I think maybe there's somebody else out there that needs to hear this too. And it just struck a chord with me because I think we are always kind of chasing after what's going to make us money, and not that I'm a greedy person, because I'm pretty modest living, make a pretty modest living, and live within my means, and but I'm always looking for some kind of side job that might help enhance that a little bit. And I read this and I kind of had to chuckle because I spent the last couple months, going down rabbit holes trying to figure out, okay, what do I do? Because I eventually want to start my own business. And so I'm trying to figure out, how to go about this in this day and age. And there's a million different ways to go about it. But this just kind of made me chuckle, but it's also food for thought. So I'm just going to read it because I think it's really pertinent for the day. So saying number 8, and this is Proverbs 23, 4 and 5. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. Cast but a glance at riches, and they are gone, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your cleverness. Cast but a glance at riches, and they are gone, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. Does that just not say it all? I mean, there's so many. I mean, you go on YouTube and you're looking for, ways to create either a side income or start a business or whatnot, and there are a million different people telling you how you can make X amount of dollars a day and how you can, and I'm looking at this stuff and I'm going, yeah, right, if it was that easy, everybody would be doing it, right? Not to say there aren't some good ideas, but because I'm looking at, how to start a business again. And I had started a business back in 2020, and when I got cancer, I had to close everything down because I couldn't do it. And so now I'm back at a job, and it's harder than it was before, and it's frustrating. And so I've been going down all these little rabbit holes, and I'm not looking to get rich. I just want to make a modest, I just want to replace my job. The income that I'm making now, I'd be perfectly happy to be making that on my own. And so I read this and I just thought it was funny because there's all of these people trying to tell you how you're going to get rich doing this, that, or the other, right? And so I started thinking about it, and money is a funny thing because, like it says here, it'll grow wings and fly away. It's temporary. There's so many people that make really good money, and they are miserable. They're miserable because all they do is work, and because they are constantly chasing after that dollar. I don't want to be that person. I just want to make a living. I want to keep a roof over my head. I want to keep food on the table. And I'd like to be warm, so I'd like the heat to be on. And that's gotten really expensive, I gotta say. I have a little tiny apartment, and it's really expensive to keep warm in the summer, in the winter, and then cool it down in the summer. I mean, it's just it's crazy. But so, what do you think of that? I mean, I see. I don't know about you. I could probably look at it on my computer with me right now, but there are videos and videos and videos out there. Make $600 a day. Make $300 a day. There's all these these things that are saying how to do this, and I'm sure that some of them are true, or but at the same time, as you've got to look at it with a grain of salt and say, yeah, right, but chasing after riches is nothing that we're supposed to do. We do have to make a living. We have to earn money. But all of this, instant get rich quick, all that's just, it's just going to lead people down bad paths. But what do you think of that? What do you think of this saying number 8? Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. Cast but a glance at riches, and they are gone, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. I like this next one, too. I just glanced at this. Do not eat the food of a begrudging host. Do not crave his delicacies, for he is the kind of person who is always thinking about the cost. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit up the little you have eaten, and will have wasted your compliments. That is true. There's some people that put on a good show, but they're counting every penny that they're spending on it, and then later they're like, well, I spent all this money doing this, and somehow that's your fault, right? If somebody invites you over, you don't have a choice on what they serve. But I do think we have to, I don't know. I hadn't read that one before I started talking, so it's kind of making my mind go about different situations where you're somewhere where, the constant concern is always the money, and that's a thing. There are a lot of people who, that's all they're thinking about all the time. I don't want to be that person. Anyways, I guess I'm rambling now. The first one I wanted to talk about was not to wear yourself out to get rich. And I think I say that even myself, not that I'm trying to get rich, but in trying to figure out something, I do kind of burn the candle at both ends, trying to figure out how to do something that's gonna change things a little bit. What do you do? What's your thought on that? Comment in the comments, what you think about this. That gives me a little bit of feedback if I'm making any sense at all. I hope that this, this is something that that helped in some way, or that brought something to your mind. I don't think money's bad. A lot of people, equate people that have money with there being a bad connotation to that, or I think flaunting it is, but I think having money is fine, but it's where your priorities are. It's more important than the money itself. A lot of people, especially right now, are trying to make more money because everything's gotten so expensive. And that's really what it is for, I think, the vast majority of people who are looking for I don't know where he went. Um, oh, he went back into the cage. That was Buster. I don't know if he flew through the lens or not, but I've got 5 parakeets, and their cage doors are open right now. So they're kind of going back and forth between the cages, trying to figure out which feed bowls are the best. Um, um, Money's not a bad thing. We have to have money to live. But if we're too focused on it, if it's our only focus, if it's the only thing we're thinking about, it's the only thing that's taking up time in our day, that's a problem. Because there's got to be balance. And I think that's really what this is saying, there's got to be balance. Money itself isn't bad. It's, people say, money's evil. Money's not evil. The love of money is evil. But money isn't evil. Money is a tool that we have that allows us to buy things and to, and obviously, money used to buy things, but I mean, it can make your life more comfortable. Having a good sum of money can make life easier, but for some people, it can make it harder. Sometimes money is a trap. Sometimes people who have a lot of money have worse lives than the people who don't. The analogy of a country boy, and I don't remember where I read this. I'm pretty sure I read it, where, and it may have just been a meme or something, but a poor kid meets a city kid that's from a wealthy family, and he goes and visits this friend. And the poor child lives out in the country and has 3 dogs and has, all this land, places to play, gets to play in the creek, gets to do all these things. And life is pretty simple but fun and full of love. You've got 3 dogs, you're living in heaven, in my opinion. Although I don't think I could do 3 at once. And then there's the city kid. They couldn't have a dog, and mom and dad were gone all the time because they were working to earn all that money. But they didn't have pets because pets ruin your nice things. They get on your furniture, they pee on the rug, they, do all those things. And so that boy didn't have a dog. And so they were poorer for that, in my opinion. And so the poor child realizes how rich he is because he's got everything a boy could ever want. He's got his parents around for the most part. He's got dogs. He's got, other animals. And he plays outside, where the other kid is stuck in the house all the time, doesn't have any pets, and you see the relevance there. I think it's the same thing as we get older. If we're just working and working and working and working all the time, how are we enjoying our life at all? So anyways, food for thought. I hope that helped you in some way. Or maybe I just rambled and hopefully it still resonated. Well, I thank you for joining. Please leave a comment below if you have something to say or have some thoughtful insight. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. That does help, so other people will maybe find my videos. And yeah, you might want to put the bell on. I don't always get on as much as I'd like to, but that might be changing. Who knows? I'm not going to promise anything because, the minute I say I'm going to do something when it comes to YouTube, then the next day I'm off the wagon, or however that goes. Anyway, so have a great day, and appreciate you, and have a great